O monks and seekers of truth, the mind is like a restless monkey, always jumping from one thought to another, clinging to worries, fears, and desires. When we let our minds wander aimlessly, we become prisoners of our own thoughts. But tell me, if a traveler carries a heavy load unnecessarily, does he not tire quickly? So too does one who overthinks, exhausting himself in endless loops of worry. Instead of pondering over the past, which has already gone, or the future, which is yet to come, let us abide in the present moment, for that is where true peace resides. In the great expanse of existence, life is but a fleeting moment. Like the morning dew that disappears with the first rays of the sun, so too does our time slip away unnoticed. Many chase wealth, status, and possessions, thinking these will bring them happiness. But tell me, if a man holds a handful of sand too tightly, does it not slip away faster? Attachment leads to suffering, while gratitude for what is present brings joy. One day, a merchant came to me with a troubled heart. He was wealthy beyond measure but could not find happiness. "Master," he said, "I have everything a man could want, yet my heart is heavy. I fear losing what I have built, and my mind is never at peace." I asked him, "If you fill a jar with water and shake it violently, can you see clearly through it?" He nodded, understanding that his worries had clouded his vision. I then told him, "Let your mind be like a still lake. Do not let the winds of fear disturb its surface. True happiness is not in accumulating, but in understanding the nature of impermanence." O wise ones, people often concern themselves with the opinions of others, fearing judgment and criticism. But consider this: does the moon stop shining because the clouds cover it? The wise do not seek validation from the world, for they know their own worth. A traveler once came to me, heartbroken by the harsh words of others. He asked, "Master, how do I stop their words from hurting me?" I handed him a small rock and said, "Throw it into the river." As it sank, I asked, "Does the river refuse to flow because of this rock?" He smiled, for he understood that one must continue on their path, undisturbed by obstacles. Life will bring suffering, for it is the nature of existence. But suffering need not consume us. A great king once lost his beloved son and was overcome with grief. He came to me seeking relief, and I gave him a single task: find a house in this city where no one has known sorrow, and I shall ease your pain. The king searched far and wide but found no such house. In his journey, he learned that suffering is universal and that compassion for others lightens the burden of one's own heart. To live wisely, one must learn patience. Like the steady hands of a potter shaping clay, patience molds the soul into wisdom. There was once a man who insulted me, hoping to provoke my anger. When I did not respond, he asked why. I said, "If a man offers you a gift and you do not accept it, to whom does the gift belong?" "To him who offered it," he replied. "So too with anger," I said. "If I do not accept your anger, it remains with you." Let us practice humility, for pride blinds the mind. A scholar once came to me, boasting of his knowledge. I poured tea into his cup until it overflowed. "Why do you do this?" he asked. "Your mind is like this cup," I said, "full of your own opinions, leaving no room for wisdom. Empty your cup, and you shall receive true knowledge." O seekers, love and kindness are the keys to a peaceful heart. A woman, bitter and full of hatred, once asked how to find happiness. I gave her a single seed and told her to plant it wherever love had never touched the earth. She searched for years but found no such place. In her journey, her heart softened, and she learned that love is not something to seek, but to give. Thus, my dear ones, be like the river that flows without attachment, like the tree that gives shade without expectation. Seek not to control life, but to embrace it with an open heart. In simplicity, there is freedom. In gratitude, there is joy. In love, there is the end of suffering. Walk this path, and you shall know peace.